Hi, I'm Aisha.
Hey, I'm Jasmine.
What's up? It's 1228.
And we're IJT Productions.
Hey, good day, everyone. This is IJT Productions doing IJT Presents on our YouTube channel.
In person,
live in the flesh. And so I have the Jasmine, right next to me. Hello. And we have 12T, 1228 Great over here, Chip. We outside.
Yes,
so
outside.
We have today's topic is, are you praying for me or are you just being nosy? Like, what's up? So,
wow.
With that said, 12, what is up with people praying for you or being nosy? How do you even know that's a thing? What's up?
Yeah.
Well, first thing is you have to use discernment.
Okay.
Come on,
You know what I'm
discernment.
saying? You have to use discernment. And some people genuinely reach out because they want to actually be there for you.
Right.
Genuine. No agenda with that.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's other people that they fake want to be there for you. They just want to know what's going on because they heard something. So it's like,
So they call you.
yeah, so they call you. I heard you was in the hospital and I've been praying for you. And then that's usually the way that opens up the door for you to give detail now. Oh yeah, because I had got COVID and blah, 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 blah. So then that's how that person now said, oh, 12 had got COVID that one time.
Wow.
That's how people, especially church folk, that's how church folk.
Wait.
Definitely.
Wow.
Definitely. Y'all know church folk be gossiping, don't? Y'all know church folk be
Don't
gossiping.
gossiping for everybody.
No, gossiping is not for every church folk. Especially not for me.
Not every church folk, but I'm saying that's how church people, that's their way in. They use the "I'ma pray for you" thing. That's just their opener. I'm just saying.
I don't know. What church you went to?
I think gossip goes for everybody, whether you church, religious,
not.
spiritual.
But
it has no
gossip.
discrimination.
No, gossip. Anybody can gossip.
Right.
I'm saying that I'ma pray for you is the church folks' way of gossiping.
Okay.
That's how they do it.
I'm gonna pray for you. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I've been praying for you because I heard you were sick the last few days and I haven't seen you in church. Everything all right?
Got it.
Everything okay? You haven't been to something.
What if they really praying though?
Yeah, I mean,
That's why I said
said
you got to use discernment. You got to look at people's character, and you also got to those same people that will run to you and tell you stuff. Those are the people that you got to be like.
Right.
They just told me everything, so they probably gonna go to the next person and tell them everything.
Exactly.
So, like I said, you got to use discernment, and that, like I said, it's not attacking all church people. I'm just saying that's how people usually show some level of concern, or they see like, oh, I heard you just lost your job. I've been praying for you. I've been praying for you, baby. Is everything all right?
I'll just be like, what happened?
Right.
No.
So yeah. So that's the thing. Like, are you really being genuine when you calling to inquire about what's going on? Like, if I tell you, this happened to me. I lost my job, or I got sick, or my girl is going through this right now, or my mom is going through this. If I tell you this and you say I'm gonna pray for you,
Yeah.
my business shouldn't be on the street.
Right.
Everybody shouldn't know what's going on. So
Right.
that's the thing. So, Jazz,
That's true. But
talk to me.
I feel like with I'm sorry, Jazz.
No, go ahead. No, you said that.
Go ahead.
With the praying part though, you can pray for somebody and you don't need to know all their business.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Exactly.
the thing. You can
Exactly.
literally sense if I know something's going on with my friends, or you can just read people's behavior. I'm like, all right, such and such don't act like this. Like if they're snapping, or if they're distant, or if, you hit them in the morning text and they're not responding. You okay, you usually have a pattern. You break that, I know something's wrong, so I can pray for you on that. And then whenever you're ready to tell me, you gonna tell me. But you don't need every detail. So if 12 said with that character, if I know a gossiper when I see it, I'm like, nah, I can't trust you as far as I can throw you. I know what you're about. But there's people who really be praying, but also want to know your business. But
they be really praying.
They be really praying. You got those people who pray, know your business, but keep it quiet. You'll never know. So I feel you on that.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean,
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, I mean, I think like I said, you know who the people to go to and who not to go to. Like, I know for a fact the people that God has put in my life for me to go and, you know, talk to different things about that's in my life versus other people, because, you know, other people want to know your business, and it's true. And sometimes I don't think it's out of like ill intent, you know. It could be that they just genuinely like, what's going on with you? Like, what's up with that? Because I heard about this situation and they want to figure out like what else is going on with that. And sometimes I'm like, I just don't want to talk about it to you, because how it's going to be beneficial to me? Are you going to give me advice? Are you in there with me? Are you helping me out with this situation?
That's what I'm saying.
So if not, then I don't go into detail with them, or I don't discuss things, you know? I usually save that for the people who are in my inner circle or who are in my Bible group. You know what I mean? That helps me, you know, and I keep it at that. And that's it. Because I ask you guys a question. Have you ever experienced that before? Like, you know, someone in church that you confided in, you know, and you wanted them to, I don't know, just to get advice for them or for them to pray for you, but then they ran and told someone else, or just even a friend. Like, have you guys ever experienced that before?
Yeah, that's definitely happened. I've went to certain particular people, not saying names, that are church members, and I'm gonna pray for you. I tell them about whatever it is that I'm going through, and then other members of the church come give me the pat on the back and tell me, I heard that, you know, this and that has happened. And I'm just like, that was not for you to hear. Like, that wasn't for you. Or friends. I tell something to a friend in confidence, me and this person talks about that thing, and then another friend of ours comes in and mentions it, and I'm like, how do you're not supposed to know this, you know? So it's like, sometimes I get it, sometimes people like to speak and they don't expect it to get back around. So sometimes maybe they're not thinking like, oh, we all friends, so if 12 told me this, that, and the third, and I'm talking to another homie, he probably told you too. Right? So sometimes I guess you gotta like put the disclaimer, like, when I'm about to tell you, please don't tell anybody, just to give that extra security, so people don't spread your information. And if they do, then you can put hands on them, because you told them not to. No, because like, you told them not to. So then they broke the covenant if you told them not to.
Alright, that was you said that out loud, or that was like a written agreement?
No, like I said it to you.
Okay.
So, and you heard me, you said yes.
Okay.
I won't tell anybody. So if somebody knows now,
Okay.
I'm allowed to put hands on you.
Alright. Wow.
That's the
So
agreement.
Just saying, like, he's not turning the other cheek.
No, I don't
Yeah,
turn it.
what's up.
Absolutely.
He's gonna fight, basically.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
But like I said, only if I say, yo, when I'm about to tell you, please don't tell nobody else. And then somebody else mentions that thing,
You gotta put that disclaimer in.
I gotta put hands on it.
Wow.
Yeah. I feel like you automatically have to put that disclaimer in, but I also feel like if you have to tell somebody that means that you sort of don't trust this person, you know? So like,
or it could just be a really delicate thing. Sometimes like certain situations, like, it's so delicate that it's like
don't even mention it, don't even think it again.
Yeah. So it's like, what's that saying? Some people can't hold water. Like, they just can't keep secrets. Like, they just, you know, they just let it loose. So that's definitely happened. Like, where I've shared information with one person, they shared it with another person, and then it's like they brought it back to me. But the one thing I don't like, I don't like word on the streets. I don't like, I heard the streets is saying. I don't like when people do that.
You say that all the time.
Yeah, the word.
No, but I be doing that in a joking manner.
Right.
But like,
when they serious.
yeah, like if you
serious,
seriously, yo, the streets were saying that, you know, or I heard. How you heard it?
Right.
Who told you? I can't say nothing. I can't. So then why would you tell me you heard that?
So you put hands on them too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put hands on
Why?
them.
Wow.
Yeah, they got put hands.
They coming after you now.
The person who did it and the person who relayed the message back to you, y'all get
Y'all
washed
get
pretty much.
Y'all got put hands. Yeah.
man.
Everybody has to go.
It's only right.
That's intense.
Yeah. Hands for everybody.
Wow.
You get hands. You get hands. You get hands.
So I'm not giving out hands to anyone. But that hasn't happened to me in church. I feel like my church is too mega. And so like with a lot of people, I'm just like, nope, I confide in one person. I'm good. But as far as like outside of that or like before Christ, I think like when you're in like middle school, kids try to test you with things like that. So if you had a best friend, right, and you're trying to figure it out, it's like, well, she's your best friend and she's telling your enemies this. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's how we learn character really soon of like who is snitching, who doesn't hold water, things like that. So I think that actually made me like be more resistant when people were like, oh, I want to tell you something. That's why I'm a person you can confide in me, but me telling you my stuff, it takes me a minute.
No, that's the whole.
So I am the whole person when someone's like, yo, like when I'm telling you this, please don't tell nobody because I've been through stuff like that. So it just takes a while for me to do that. I got trust issues. I said it, but
Amen.
So for that, I have experienced that in church. Think I don't ever want to do that, but definitely outside of it, I can see as a kid. But as I gotten older, nah.
Yeah.
You, Jax?
I mean, I definitely experienced it in high school or junior high school, but not in church. No, you know, usually like let's say if there is an issue or something that happened, and if the person I told be like, oh, you know what, I think so-and-so can help you with this. Do you mind if I tell her? Mm-hmm. Then I think that's a little different because they asking, you know? And that's usually like what we do at my church. That's usually like what we do is like, you know, like, oh, you know what? I know someone's going through the same similar situation. Like, we don't share names or anything like that. But do you mind if I talk to this person so this person can connect with you? Yeah. You know, and I think that's just out of respect. And I think that's something that just needs to be practiced. Yeah. Even if it's not in church. I'm just saying, like, all around, all together. You know what I mean? And just like you, like, I have tons of trust issues. And I'm really, like, into myself, really. So it takes a while for me to be open, but you know, naturally I do want to be open because, you know, at the end of the day, you looking for someone to help you or you looking for advice so that you can better yourself. But unfortunately, you have people out here that's just not for that sometimes.
Right. The vulnerability is sexy.
Yes, it is.
It is. It's actually
not scary.
strength. Like, people think that's a weakness thing to be vulnerable or to be open. That's not weakness. That's actually strength because it takes a lot of strength to be vulnerable. Yeah. So for me, like I don't have trust issues, but I adjust very fast. Mm-hmm. So I'll trust you as much as I can possibly trust you off top. Yeah. Once you show me I can't, I'm adjusting immediately. Okay. So I try not to carry things that other people did to new situations. And I try not to be pessimistic about things. Like, you know, I genuinely, if somebody wants to be there, like, I'm taking it in good faith. Right. So now, if you have a hidden agenda or you holding something over me, like if I share something with you in a vulnerable moment, I share like I'm going through this, I'm battling with this, and then later down the road, you use that against me, or you tell people about that thing to downplay my character or to, you know, diminish me. I'm gonna adjust immediately. So that goes back to that whole concept of if somebody's in your corner and they inquiring information, like, there's nothing wrong with being concerned. You heard, let's say the streets, whatever, people talk. If you call me and you want to genuinely know, like, yo, I heard this happen to you, but before I even delve into the conversation with the person and got too deep into it, I got off the phone with them and called you, so I know what's really going on. Right. I can respect that versus you take that and run with it. Like, I heard this happened at 12 and he was doing this and he...
Because, like, what did you say? Like, I'm looking at you now.
Because I'm like, well, when they said that, what did you say? Right. Was you like, yeah, he probably did do that? What was your position in that conversation? So, absolutely. So, with that said, we would love to know, do you inquire about things and maybe subconsciously you have an agenda? Do you bring it back up later? Or is it like Alicia Keys said, is your secret safe with me? Let me know. So
really pray for people.
Yeah.
If you know you're trying to be in their business,
just say that. If you just want to be nosy, just say that. Just say, yo.
I'm gonna be like, what happened?
Yeah.
Maybe everything.
Yeah, I heard so and so is happening. Like, you don't got to do the fake concern. You don't got to do the I hope everything.
You okay, baby?
Everything all right? Is your family okay? I heard your mother was going through All right.
Just I'm gonna pray for you.
I
And
heard
that's
Yeah.
it.
it through the grapevine.
Yeah. So yeah. So respect the boundaries.
Yes.
So meet us in the comments,
Yes.
and we'll see you in the next video. It's IJT Productions, and we out of here.
Bye.